Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to embrace camping. Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, here at Campers Inn in Jacksonville. If you're new to the channel, just started watching, please do subscribe, like, and comment. Let us know what you're thinking. But today, we're going to talk to you about the 2024 Embrace Ultralight. This is the 26RB, which is a rear bath. So let's get started. So first things I'd like to start out with is the front. I think they've done it right. What you have here is you have the molded fiberglass cap here with the rock guard panel down below. You know how when you're driving down the road, you're kicking things up, it's not going to be hitting, it's going to be hitting here. This is metal, so it's, you know, it might dent it, but it's still going to be protected. That's the main thing. Plenty of room here for you. Have a couple batteries, has its own battery disconnect. Two 20-pound LP tanks. Benefit there, ladies and gentlemen, when you're out camping, in the event of emergency, you run out, makes it so easy for you to go to just one of those tank exchange. Makes it very easy for that. Plus they're lighter. You know how it is. Weight is everything, right? It does have the power tongue jack. Makes it easier for you to get it on and off your coach as well as leveling. And then as we're looking going down the side, you're going to notice that this one has the manual stabilizer. Now the benefit to the manual stabilizer is you can make it electric by just getting your 3/4 inch socket with your electric drill and boom, it's electric. But the benefit here is these are a little bit more, they'll hold a little bit more weight than those electric stabilizers out there. Keep in mind, they are not a leveling jack, they are stabilizers. So as far as the outside storage, it's a very spacious outside storage. And the beauty of it is it's a one latch for the door and magnetically held in place. So it's the key-alike system. So the same key you're using for your entrance door is going to open up your storage door. Now, this is solar ready, but what they've done is they've taken it one step further. They've already put the solar controller in here, and you have a solar disconnect. Benefit there, if you're going to park it in shade, you can shut off the solar. So you're not having to worry about it trickle charging a battery that it's not going to trickle charge. It's also set up with a tire monitoring system if you wanted to add that after the fact as well. So while you're camping, look at all the space you have. So if it was raining, well, you got to be careful when it's raining because of the wind, but sunny, you've got all this space to spread out and relax. Also, if you wanted to hook a TV up out here because you want to enjoy some sports or anything on TV, you've got your 110 power, you've got your cable connection. If you wanted to, you could also get a bracket to hang on the sidewall. Have a professional do that, make sure that they're hitting one of the aluminum studs. And of course, you do have the LED light strips, the strip along the coach. As you were looking up at the lighting, you also notice that you have the two outside stereo speakers over there, and you can control it, it's Bluetooth. So you're able to control the volume, control the music, or whatever you wanted to play while you're out here. Nice little added feature. You're bringing Fido with you. You have a little place where you can latch them so your dog can at least not be leaving the campground. But just please, I think they need to add a sticker there to make sure that you're removing your dog from there prior to leaving your campsite. Okay, for those of you that like to cook and entertain outside, I think you're gonna like what's behind this door. And that is, you have your own refrigerator. So you can put your condiments and so forth. I know some people say, oh, that way I can put my beer and so forth there. Do you really want to be getting up out of your chair to come all the way over here to get a beer? Not me. But then you also have, this is like a Blackstone knockoff, your own little cooktop. Now, in order to go ahead and connect that, there's going to be an LP connection right down below. And now when you're done, let's say you need to rinse off and so forth. You have your little sprayer port right here. So now if you need to rinse off, you can do that. So on the back, there's a few things back here. One, it comes wired and framed with for the Furrion rear observation camera. I know there's a lot of people out there that are buying these campers that they tell you it has a backup camera. I can tell you what, I'd much rather have a rear observation camera. That way, I not only can see behind me when I'm moving, backing up, but as I'm driving down the highway, I can see what's behind me as well. Now, something you're going to notice it doesn't have, and that is it doesn't have a ladder. Now, for those of you that might have had a ladder before, just think about the headaches it might have caused, or maybe somebody climbing up the ladder, you being liable for those types of things. So this one comes set up for the Lippard type ladder, and that way there, it's the collapsible ladder, makes it a lot easier for you to store, but that way there it keeps the people off the roof that you don't want on the roof. Next, you're going to notice right here, this is where you're going to be hooking up your electric, cable, satellite, you have your city water, black tank rinse, and then you have a second sprayer port right here. If you didn't want to be spraying things off on the side of your camper, which I can totally understand, you can come back here and spray things off back here. Now on the back side of the camper here, this is where you're going to be dumping your tanks. Makes it nice and conveniently located to where the sprayer port is, so when you're done, you have something to go ahead and rinse things off for yourself. Very easily accessible and so forth. Next, I'm going to talk to you about the slide out. This slide out, this is a rack and pinion style slide out. It's something that's been tried and true. And you'll see this, it'll have these little flap adjuster things on the side. And what that's doing is it'll pull the flap out so that you're not going to be having water leaking into your camper. So like everything, you see these everywhere else, very similar. This one's called a step above for the steps. The nice thing with having steps like this is as people are coming in and out, there is less bouncing. Now keep in mind, we don't have any stabilizers down, but if I were bouncing on another camper that didn't have the feet on the ground, this thing would be shaking pretty drastically. It doesn't shake as much. The door itself, this has a friction hinge door, so the wind isn't going to be pulling the door as much as if it didn't have that. And of course, then you do have the screen door, so if it was a nice day and you wanted to go ahead and have the door open, you can. Okay, so as you come in the door, the first thing you're going to notice on your left here is your AC and furnace control. That's right there, but you're going to notice you don't see where your controls are for your slide awning and all those things, other lights and so forth. Cool thing is you have a pantry right here. It'll light up, it has an automatic light if you set it that way, but all your controls are right in the wall inside here, out of sight, out of mind. That way there, little Johnny, isn't going ahead and messing with the switches, which is a good thing. This floor plan has been designed by other manufacturers, but this particular manufacturer has a few cool things. One thing you're going to notice is it's the crowned roof, not only on the inside for the ceiling, it's going to give you more height in the ceiling, but also on the roof. It's not a flat roof. Benefit to you there is the water and everything is going to be running off of your roof, not laying up there trying to figure a way to get in. The cool thing about it, and what people really love about this floor plan, is the fact that you have two pocket doors, one for here, one for the bedroom. But with them open, they're not in your way. When you have those doors that are swinging, they kind of get in the way. As you come in the bathroom, you've got great counter space, as well as a high-rise faucet. You've got a medicine cabinet, and you also have a window, giving you that outside light. And the cool thing is, this window, versus it being on the back, is on the side. This is your camping side. Some way you can go ahead and check it out. Now, when we're talking about the shower, it's a nice big shower. I like the fact that they went ahead and just put the rod in here for you to put your own shower curtain. In mine, I have one of those pole ones, and I'll tell you what, I never use it. I just went ahead and put a bar up. But this has this nice, you'll have to check this out when you're looking at this, specially imported Italian tile. They call it plastique, by the way. But that's very nicely amenity there. And you have your shower head. And for those of you that are a little bit taller, you see they have the skylight, so you're going to be able to fit in here. By the way, without my hat, I'm 5'8", if that helps you. Okay, so for added storage, I'm going to show you, we're going to have storage here underneath there. Not much storage under the counter because you remember you have the outside kitchen. But you do have some storage here next to your shower, and then little bins there. And of course, a nice little shelf for you to put things, and then for you to hang your towels and so forth, right there. For underneath here, the only thing you're going to have is on this side. You're not going to have the other side because this is where your outside kitchen is, but it's still, that's still a heck of a lot larger than what I have in my camper. So we saw the slide from outside. Now you're able to see what is in it. Now, of course, this one has the tri-fold sofa. I'll show you how that operates here a little bit. And then, of course, you have your dinette, which also breaks down to a bed in the event you needed additional sleeping space. Now, a way to eliminate that as a possibility is you just get this sign and you hang it out front. It would basically say cocktails for 6, dinner for 4, sleeps 2. Then you don't have to worry about it. So, something you're going to enjoy, and for those of you that have camped, you're going to know what I'm talking about here, but the amount of lights they have here, and the fact that you can turn off these lights individually. So you can see all the lights you have up along behind here. And the fact is it's behind you instead of being in front of you. I would love that, because if I had that on, I'm trying to watch TV, this is going to kind of annoy me. So it's nice to have that feature. So the beauty of where they have the TV located is that regardless of whether you're sitting on the sofa or whether you get yourself recliners there or whatever, or the dinette, the TV is in a very good spot. And you'll see you have a little shelf here. So if you're going to go ahead and bring in some of your gaming systems, whether it be an Xbox, PlayStation, you're able to do that. Stereo speakers here with your stereo makes it very nice for entertaining, sitting and watching movies or whatever. In this particular model, they have the Coleman Mach AC. And for those of you that have had ACs, you know how beneficial it is to have a Coleman Mach. And you can also upgrade this by getting an RV airflow, which would increase the amount of airflow coming through the duct system. But the beauty of the way it's set up right now, if I came in here, it does not have the RV airflow, by the way. But the way it is set up right now, if I came in and I was hot, I'm able to go ahead and open up the duct here, and it's going to force a bunch of air on top, so I'm able to stay in here and cool down. Or if you wanted to cool off this room, take air away from the ducts, you're able to do that. With the RV airflow, you don't have that option. For those of you that have camped before and you're bringing food with you, remember those old RV refrigerators, the ones that were propane and 110? They weren't very deep, were they? This one, as you can see, it's a 12-volt fridge. The benefit of this is within a couple hours, it's going to be cool. And the other beauty of it is if you did have some solar panels and you were going to go ahead and leave it in a parking lot, you'd keep your batteries pretty much charged. You'd be able to leave it there for a few days and not have to worry about your refrigerator shutting off. Now, most people are familiar with the fact that in most campers you have a 3-burner cooktop, and you can see how easy it is to open up the top there. But one thing that's unique with this one is the fact that it has an air fryer, so you don't have to have a separate air fryer. You know how difficult it is to cook in these RV ovens. Well, now you don't have to worry about that. I'd love to have the air fryer instead of having one sitting on my counter. Next thing you're going to notice is how much counter space you have here. Good size counter space. And now, in the event that you needed to put a power, they do have power up here. So if you needed to put some different, coffee maker, a toaster oven, things of that nature, you do have access to that. Taking a look at your sink, you have the nice high-rise faucet, cutting board cover, and it's a single sink. And the benefit there is it allows you to clean those larger items, whether you're out in the grill or a pot or pan and so forth. And then when you're looking at your storage, I mean, all these drawers open up all the way, but look at how deep that drawer is. You're taking a look, that goes way back in there. Gives you adequate storage area besides having the storage as you come in the door. But look at all that storage just in this small kitchen. Now, most people understand how the dinette breaks down. You're just going to take the legs out. This table is going to fit. There's little ledges here, and then your cushions just come into the middle. But what a lot of people don't realize how easy it is to put the trifold sofa into a bed. So all you're going to be doing is removing the cushions, and these things are just Velcroed in the backside. And you just move those out of the way, and then you're just going to lift and pull this out. Now, when you're doing that, then the legs will just pop out a little bit, and these come down. Now, I know this doesn't look very comfortable, but I can guarantee you, number one, it's not going to be you sleeping on the sofa, but at least your guests are going to have something comfortable. They're not going to have that metal in their back as you're laying on this. And keep in mind, they're going to have some pillows back here, but they can take those pillows, put them back here, sit, have their popcorn, sit and watch a movie. Now, when you're putting it away, if you had some bedding, down under here, you're going to have about 8 inches of space before you put this thing back in there. So you can probably put a couple pillows and a blanket. At least you have a little bit of space to store those items. And this will just fold back in there, and it's just a matter of putting the cushions back in the spot they were in. But how easy was that? So as you come into the bedroom, first thing you're going to notice is it's a good sized doorway, but it's the pocket door. Again, it's not in the way of you if you have it open, which is beautiful. So you get your queen bed, and then on the bed itself, you're going to notice you have cubbies on both sides. And of course you have the power out here so that if you need to go ahead and keep some charged. And then of course you're looking at the storage. By the way, there is a little bit of 12-volt connections up inside here that you can't see looking in there because it's up a little bit higher. But if you were laying in the bed, you'd be able to see it. 110 outlets down in front of the bed area. But the cool thing, what they've changed is because of the way they did the kitchen, is check out the dresser you have in the bedroom. Look at all that counter space you have, additional drawers, and another little hanging closet. So now, another feature that they've done in this coach is how they have made the bed underneath. And you can see how they have the box. Notice it's not going all the way down. This is where you can store things, but the cool thing is, guess what you have? If I wanted to, I can leave that over there, but you can slide from either side, slide whatever you're putting under your bed, it just slides in from the outside. Makes it so much easier, because who likes lifting up their mattress to try to get to things? So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This is the EL26RB. What do you think? What do you like about this coach? I think they have some unique features, and the price point I think you're going to like. So for more information on this camper or any others, be sure to reach out to us here at Campers Inn in Jacksonville. Appreciate you watching, and I'll be back at you again soon. Take care.